أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا اللهم زدنا علما وارزقنا فهما يا رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. After we praise the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, peace and blessings unto our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his families, friends and all those who follow him. My respected brothers and sisters, we will continue to speak about the great benefits of saying Astaghfirullah. And if we can remember, previously we mentioned when we say Astaghfirullah, we're not only asking Allah for forgiveness or beg Allah for forgiveness, we also submit and admit that no one can forgive us except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and through his mercy, of course, he will forgive us. But in the same time we request Allah to forgive us when we say Astaghfirullah. But in the same time, it's a remembrance, it's what we call a dhikrullah. We remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is not only a form of a dua, but it is also a form of remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what we commonly understood by us remembering dhikrullah. Here I want to touch on one or 2 points. One is, when you do that, look, how is that in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to Nabi Muhammad salawatullahi alayhi? Remember, we are remembering Allah. When we say Astaghfirullah, he said, لَيْسَ عَمَلٌ أَحَبُّ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. There is not an action that is most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that will save or purify the slave in this world or in the year after, except through what the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, man dhakara Allah, who remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Think note. So that action of saying Astaghfirullah becomes most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also it will be a savior for us in this world and in the year after. I want to highlight to say, just imagine the saying Astaghfirullah, that action, you're not only being forgiven, but also you become the most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanaka ya Rab. And you know, when I look at that, and I say to myself, and I remind myself, if Allah loves us because we say Astaghfirullah, we remember him, I ask myself, must I not do it often? Must I not say Astaghfirullah often? Like we hear what the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, we quoted in the past. Say it abundantly. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Akthiru min qawli astaghfirullah." Say abundantly Astaghfirullah. And you know, this reminds me also of Nabi Musa alayhi salam. One day he said, as we all know, he was Kalimullah. He said, Ya Rab, أبعيد أنت مني فأناديك أم قريب مني. Oh my Lord, are you far from me so that I can call on you? Or are you close to me? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want us to listen. He said to Nabi Musa something very beautiful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَأَوْحَى اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ, and Allah revealed to him, أَنَا جَلِيسُ مَنْ ذَكَرَنِي, I am in the company of those who remembers me. I'm in the company of those who say, Astaghfirullah, Subhanaka ya Rab. Just look at that. Imagine Allah is in your company when you say Astaghfirullah. Because you remember Him, that action becomes most beloved. So you become beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hence, you've been afforded the opportunity that Allah is in your company. Ya Rab. Ya Rab. Therefore, this reminds me what Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu said. He said, Man ishtaghala bi dhikrillah. Whoever occupies him with dhikrullah, with saying astaghfirullah. Here in particular what we are dealing with, the benefits of astaghfirullah. Tayyaballahu dhikrahu. Allah will only remember him by good things, with good things. In other words, Allah will never, like we will say, speak bad about him. Allah will only speak good about that person. Now just imagine, again, by just saying astaghfirullah. My beloved brothers and sisters, allow me also to say, we don't have to say it aloud. We don't have to utter that everybody must hear us. Because the Nabi salawatullahi alayhi said, and this is something very important. I can sit in a company, or I can sit perhaps somewhere and say it within myself. And that in itself is a very kind and good act. And when I say kind, one of the best acts, because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Khairul dhikr al-khafi. The best of dhikr is that it's hidden, meaning within yourself. I sit and I say it within myself without a voice by saying astaghfirullah. That the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said is one of the best forms of remembering Allah. One of the best way then to say astaghfirullah is to say it within yourself. Because now it's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanaka ya Rab. That to me is all about the nature of Allah's ibadah, is that we worship Him to such an extent that is only between the two of you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the powerful message that I find in this. But in the same time, when we continuously do that, remembering Allah, and in the same time remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala within ourselves, we don't have to say it aloud. Not that I'm against saying it aloud, but I'm saying here that is the best way according to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this reminds me, this how beautiful when we say that astaghfirullah. What does it mean? Not apart from all the others, forgiveness, etc. But in the same time, look at the power in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we say it, as the Nabi says, Man akthara min dhikrillah, who say it abundantly, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Faqad bari'a min an-nifaq. Hypocrisy is free from. There's no hypocrisy, no nifaq in such a person. Because when you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are alone. You don't have to show off. Nobody is there. There's no showmanship, no riyah. It's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hence we find that there's no nifaq. Subhanaka ya. And the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he takes it further by saying, so in other words, when you make this dhikr, astaghfirullah, continuously, that is not a reflection, or there is no nifaq in such a person, وَمَنْ أَكْثَرُ ذِكْرَ اللَّهِ أَحَبَّهُ. And the more you say that, the more beloved you becomes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you say it abundantly, Allah loves you. Your love, Allah's love increases to you. Subhanaka ya Rab. Just imagine. You becomes most beloved because you do a beloved act. And it's a reflection that you are a person of Iman and you're not a person that is filled with hypocrisy, with nifaq, with hypocrisy. What can we say? That Allah must always afford us and give us that particular understanding to be able, or health to be able, and the mindset to say always, Astaghfirullah, continuously, Astaghfirullah, abundantly, so that we can become the most beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we do an act that is beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My beloved brothers and sisters, may Allah forgive us, forgive our parents, those that is passed on. May Allah grant them and all of us Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.